Hey Tobies, how y'all doing? Hope you're doing fantastic. Don't worry, we're gonna get into a better view of this video in a moment, but I wanted to do this for a moment. Oh, look at that, we got some incense going. Now, you might be thinking, oh girl, we seen this video, girl, this don't look good. Girl, what the hell going on? Well, my tarot cards have indicated that this isn't going well. Now, in my tickety-talkities, if you follow me on the tickety-talkities, I've talked that candles that look like this don't necessarily mean everything is going bad, but I did a little tarot reading last night. I mean, we're still gonna keep this burning, right? You know, we're still gonna, but we're gonna do, I guess the Blue Witch calls them like a booster thing, but we're gonna try and help this out a little bit, okay? Because this doesn't look all that great. So we need an oil, I think, because I'm not sure if a road opener is gonna be all that we need for this. But I guess we could try with a road opener because, oh girl, I don't know. Let's try something else. Let's see if we can figure out what this issue is. So let me switch you into the other view and we will get down to business. Okay, y'all know how this works, right? You can hear the outside world like we don't care, right? Like we're still not caring. Okay, so this particular candle is very black up here and it's somewhat clear down here, which could indicate, okay, there's a few things this can indicate. A, this can indicate that the flame was very, very high, okay? And it scorched the glass, which is probably the case. And sometimes, if you want to interpret that magically, which you can interpret that as not that there's a blockage or something, but you know, normally when we see like the flames on something like this get really high and it burns down, we say that's really good. Well, the same thing can happen inside of jar magic and the flame can get really high and start to work through those things. So it's up to you to determine through your divination what's going on. Now, in my particular case, there was lots of swords and lots of tower, okay? Upside down tower. So I'm assuming that this candle, you know, because it's clear now, is going to, is burning through or breaking through the issues at hand. I haven't done any kind of divination today. Now, the other reason that this can be black and kind of smoky is if you do what I do. And what do? I will place a lid over top of this at night, or if I'm leaving my house, which will cause the smoke in there, you know, like how the flame dies and it fills with smoke, and that can also cause the glass to change colors, okay? Now, in my particular case, like I said, with my divination, the world is so I don't know why. I wouldn't consider this like a booster spell. This is more of a let's see if we can figure out what is happening. So we're gonna do a candle spell and we're gonna read the wax. So that'll probably be done in a separate video because what we wanna figure out is, okay, what is this? What is this issue? Like, is this something that I need to worry about? Are we burning through it? Right, and we just kind of wanna see what's going on. So I'm using a little white candle. Now I went to the farmer's market the other day and I bought 45 of these candles, not just white, like different colors. But I was like, ooh girl, the panda my witchy supplies, okay? Now, if you're not familiar with why we have this reversal candle or you haven't been on my tickety-talkities, we are doing a double action reversal candle. There's a video in the description below. But with this double action reversal candle, we're basically trying to say, okay, we have unintentionally, probably intentionally, because the Morrigan has been warning me for months and I have not listened, gone a completely different direction that is with our lives and not in a good way. Now, there's a lot that we can't control in this situation because, you know, there's a pandemic, there's a lot of things today, there's just a lot of things, and it just seems like our energy has just gotten mixed up and we just want a different path, and now we're jobless and we're loveless and like everything is falling apart around us. So we're just trying to reverse that kind of negative energy and kind of go in a different direction, right? We talked about this in the last video. Like, go watch that video. So again, we're gonna read this candle Okay, and the way that I read candles, remember, usually when I read candles, it's usually, if it's above you, right, there's something blocking you. If it's this way, okay, to your left, it's something in the past is blocking you. If it's to the right, something is coming to you long term, like if it's majority to the right. And if it's towards you, then it means that something's coming to you right now. Okay, so something is happening right now. Now, if it's both to the bottom and going out to the right, it means that it's coming to you right now and it could last for a little bit. It depends how long that line is going out or how thick the wax is going this way, as opposed to just going this way. Now, if the wax is only going, you know, towards where the camera is and like away towards the left here, that means there's major blockages. Okay, and that's how I read candles. Okay, and we're gonna address this one, we're gonna burn it down, and then we're gonna read it after, probably, as I said, as a second video. So the first thing we need is we need some herbs, because we need to kind of see what's going on. So we're gonna put in some bone set. And the reason we're using bone set, which apparently is kind of like, I think it's related to the thistle family. I could be wrong, do not quote me. But this is really great to stop people interfering with your candle readings, because I do plan to have these videos, you know, come out on the same day at roughly the same time, but it's also just a way for like negative energy just not to interfere with your magic. Bone set is really great for reversing curses, reversing hexes. It's really great in protection magics, and I believe the Scott Cunningham book also says but again, don't quote me. Next, we're gonna put in some patchouli, because I'm calling upon the spirits for guidance, and I'm also calling upon the earth. We're also going to put in some parsley, which is specifically designed for the spirits. You're like, how do you specifically design parsley for the spirits? Parsley is really great for honoring and worshiping and working with the dead. Okay. What else are we putting in here? We're gonna put in a little bit of mugwort, because we need to physically and kind of magically see like what is going on. Now, if this candle burns straight down and it is a clean burn and there is nothing around it, right, and it's just perfectly clean and everything is fine, then that indicates to me that this right here, this black, right, it's only temporary. It means that we've either worked through it or we're working through it. Okay. We're also going to burn a little bit of myrrh dust if I have a piece of coal around here somewhere. And I'm burning the myrrh dust as a purification. Okay. Now, a lot of people will say, when they post these types of things on Facebook, and they will ask, does this mean somebody's trying to stop me? No, not always. Unless you've made it public that this particular candle is for a specific witch on the internet. You're like, yeah, I'm cursing tequila and this is the candle to curse her with. And here you go, YouTube. Like, don't be stupid, okay? Now. Okay, where was I? Oh, yeah. So if you're using, right, like if you're using something like this to burn somebody, and maybe they find out that you're doing magic, then, right, but it all comes down to divination. You always have to do the divination, right? You gotta do the basics. Now, because I want this to come through, oh yeah, we were burning myrrh. I always forget what I'm doing half the time. Okay, so we got some myrrh on that coal. Now, because I want this to come through really strongly, I'm going to throw in a little bit of cinnamon. Oh, if you're curious, this is what a real witch's altar looks like. You're like, oh wow. High drama. Yeah, I just want it to be shady. Okay, I just want it to be shady. Okay, so we've got some myrrh burning here, and we're just gonna purify this space. This incense stick that I'm burning is dragon's blood. It doesn't smell like dragon's blood. Not one bit. This is dragon's blood. And this incense stick don't smell like this. So, false advertising. So now we're going to dress this candle and all of that fun stuff. So let's take a moment and do that and put some intentions in. And we just kind of want to see, like, girl, what's going on? And remember, you want this candle to sit, because we are reading it, we want this candle to sit as straight up and down as possible. Okay? And what's really nice about these square bottom candles, and you want to make sure the surface that this candle is sitting on is straight, not wobbly. You don't want any kind of wobbliness if you're trying to read a candle like this, because if you introduce any wobbliness or the candle is not perfectly up and down, then your reading is going to be way off. Okay? And when you're doing candles like this one, I will probably move into my bedroom, because you don't want any kind of breeze. You don't want any kind of cross breeze. You don't want anything that could interrupt the flame. Okay? Now, we are going to dress this, so let's get down to business. Okay, so that was kind of intense. Why don't you open your eyes and see with honesty and humiliation, okay? Don't ask. Anyways, so I just put these crystals here to make it look pretty, right? Like we're Instagram worthy. The crystals mean nothing. You can put crystals around if you want to, but I just put crystals here because I could, okay? No one told me I couldn't put crystals here. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna let this burn down, and not try and manipulate the wax. Okay, and we're just gonna let this do its thing. I'm gonna edit this video, and then I'm gonna probably come back and read this wax with you guys and see if we can't figure out why this candle over here is very, very black. Okay, maybe I missed something in my tarot reading last night. I love you.